Hey everyone, this is Mr. Zypherman. Welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. In the last episode, we brought Chrono back, and now we're going to start doing a bunch of side quests. I can't believe this. I'm so happy. What you up to, Father? Take me too. Okay. So we're going to take Meryl this instead of Robo because, well, I went in the party for a while. There's a few techs I wanted to learn, and, well, Robo's already completely maxed out on its techs. So, I think it's time we first go do the side quest that he was talking about, Blade trying to bring back the forest. Before we do that, though, that's not where we need to go. Where is that? Oh, well, we'll just take the Epic. Before we do that, though, we can just, board the Epic that way. Before we go back to 8600, though, where Fiona is, we need to go to the Dark Ages, because there's something we haven't done. And I completely forgot to do it before we left. So, if we go away from the Black Omen, because we're going to deal with that right now, and I remember where to go, I'm way off. You go to the one big landmass that's still around in the Dark Ages. We go over... If I can land, there we go. We go over to where Dalton first kidnapped us in the Commons. We talk to this lady right here. The Guru of Time gave me this sapling. But is there any place for this desolate new world? What shall I do? Plant it, with hope. Alright, I'll take good care of it. Who knows, maybe someday it'll save our environment. Do not tell her to burn this. If you do, you will not be able to do this quest. Also, you see this little kid, if I can talk to him. What a massive ship. The cat's now following the kid. As you can see, there are a few of Dalton's men here as well. What happened? Dalton doesn't have what it takes to be a king. Mr. Dalton was rough on his employees, and the pay wasn't great either. So, there's a few more people down here. And they'll basically comment on the Ocean Palace, but she is the important part. Tell her to plant that seed, because if you do not, you'll not be able to do this first side quest that we are doing right now. Do not burn that seed. You need that. So now we go to the Middle Ages. And we see here, well, that's definitely something else, and there's another triangle. Both of those, though, will come into play later. Actually, I'm not sure about the triangle. There's Magus's old fortress, and here's another fortress that we haven't gone to yet. There's the Black Omen. We need to go to the Black Omen now. Another fortress we're going to go to eventually, but not right now. So as you see, there's something new in the desert over here. We go to Fiona's villa. My husband, Marco, has finally come home. I'm so relieved. Don't worry, I'm home for good. Fiona's husband's back. The monsters in the desert cave hate water, but I can't defeat them by myself. The desert monsters are draining the life out of the soil here. This mystic seedling could revive the forest, but I can't plant it. Too many hungry monsters lurking about. Huh. Well then, we should take care of this. So, you go into the sunken desert. We are in the sunken desert dungeon. And there's a few nice things we can get here. But if we open the chest, we see we are attacked by morphivores and hexapods. You can falcon hit most of them, because as we know, falcon hitting is awesome. Bam! Morphivore is regular enemies. The hexapod, though, is really tough. So, a good secret here, if I can actually act, is to use ice. Ice or water will do the same thing. While electricity lowers the defenses of other things, these things are weak to ice and water attacks. And Meryl learned here too. And we learned the Dual-Tech Cube Toss. And the Dual-Tech Ice Sword. Very good. Here too is the second to last of her abilities. Her last ability is Life 2, revive and restore all HP. Tier 2 is Heal Ally Full. As you can see, there is actually a hard cap to what your life can be. As you can see, I also chose these characters. Well, one, Meryl has the water and ice abilities, which we need. And two, all three of these characters are close to their final skill, which I want them all to have, because it's really nice. Let's try Ice Sword 2, just to show this off. It's cool. Same as Ice Sword, except with Ice 2. You can get multiple enemies, too. Let's have you... Let's show Dino Tail off, just because, well, it's not going to do a lot of damage, but I haven't shown it off yet. Big old dinosaur tail comes down. And it does 1 damage, because Ayla has not taken any damage yet. The lower her health is, the more damage you can do. Interesting ability, just not usually a useful ability. Let's rock through him. So I just want to show that off because I haven't shown you guys yet. Because it really hasn't been a good time to show Dino Tail off because it's not... There's better moves that Ayla can use with the other characters. And the Hexapods are just annoying. They're not, like, good. So let's just Ice 2 him because, well, I don't like you. And Ice 2's awesome. Water hardened sand. Defense power is down. That's the secret for destroying him. And now let's cure up really fast because we are hurt. We'll just use Meryl because, well, she has cure too. I know I'm being really too frivolous with it, but I don't care. And we have more Hexapods. These are really, really, really common enemies down here. Let's see. Just wait, one more. Oh, come on. One more. Oh, come on. Let me get that. There we go. Ice Sword 2. And use Rock Throw on one of them. So this is like the dinosaurs in 65 million BC. They basically have a weakness to water because they're sand monsters. If you use water or ice, so Frog or Meryl, you want to bring one of them down here. If you use them, they become so much easier to defeat. As you can see, even with critting and all that, it's not that much damage. They have extremely high defense. But that's all taken away once you use water or ice on them. They also give a great amount of XP and tech points, which is really nice. Oh, there's one more chest over here I want. Let me guess, 3 more Hexapods. Yeah, why not? Let's wait for Meryl. Let's show Ayla and Meryl's new thing here, their Ice Throw. Cube Toss. It's basically Icicle Toss except with Ice 2. Makes a terrible, terrible noise. But it's great for an area like this when they all like to group up. Chrono learned Luminary, his best move. I will show this off because this becomes extremely important. You want to get Luminary on Chrono. It's a very powerful move for him. And we got an Aeon suit. We all have Aeon suits. That's not me. Who doesn't have an Aeon suit? You have red mail, but I want you to take that. Raven armor, Aeon suit, load vest. There we go. Everybody gets futuristic armor. Oh, let's heal up really fast here. As you can see, Cure does just fine here as well. I just want to show off Cure 2 because I like it so much. I'm using mini-ethers more than I should, but I have a lot of them, so I'm not too like worried. This chest right here, we have, if I could touch it, a full tonic. What was that? They make forest into desert. But how can one find a monster that roams the inner earth? What was that? Just show this, come on. We hear it. We're a desert, back on the earth. So we're going to keep doing this, but I want to grab all the chests before we go and actually fight him. Come on. Let's... Memory cap, very good. Up here in the middle. Muscle ring. We just have to go touch that, by the way, to fight it. I just wanted to grab some stuff first. The memory cap prevents lock. I don't really need that. Muscle ring, though, might be good. Vigor plus 6. Wow, that's a lot of stamina. What does the dash ring do? Dash ring, dash ring. Speed plus 3. Why is that non-robo? Man. We gotta figure out how to up his speed. That's the best way. Chrono speed is 15. Oh well, fast enough. Vigor belt. Do I give that to her? It's not much Chrono actually. He's fast enough. I'll make him a little slower, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I might throw it back on. And helm over there, nice. I might throw it back on Chrono, depending if he's too slow for that. I get this. There we go. Hyper Ether, and finally, there we go. 5,000 gold. Now, where you go, so we can fight him. Come back here. There we go. We go and touch this thing, and we get into the fight with the boss of this area. Red Knight. So, we want to use ice. We're good. At last, Fiona will be happy. So, we now run back up through the sand place with everything dealt with. And you can see there's a little sparkle there where we get a power tab. And here we get a full ether. Very good. Well, let's use that. I could press the right buttons. Let's use that power tab really quick. Chrono. Because the more damage he has, the better. Now, the sand desert's all taken care of. We go back to Fiona. Thank you for riding the beast. Unfortunately, it'll take centuries to revive the forest. I wish I could live long enough to see my wish come true. Who could be here to help Fiona make the forest big again? I know. We have someone who doesn't mind living for thousands of years. Come on, Robo. You can come for me when the job is done. May I stay behind and help Fiona? Alright. See you in a few hundred years, Robo. As you can see, he's now a tractor. Huh. Well. Let's see you in 400 years, Robo. How about that? We now head to the present in the same place. And now, in the present, a forest has grown where that desert used to be originally. And we see a shrine is in the middle of the forest. Let's go check it out. This is Fiona's shrine. Here we give thanks to Fiona and the Robo, who replaced the forest 400 years ago. The remains of the loyal Robo are enshrined in the inner sanctum. Here's a hat made from the magical bra filled with the mystical forest powers. So they sell us nice status affecting items right here. Vigil has nice status. We'll actually buy one of those. I can't even afford it. 50,000. Wow. Well, you want to get one of those at least, because it's really nice. Actually, we're able to afford it for selling all those weapons. We don't need a memory cap, so let's buy one of those. Buy one Vigil Helm, and we'll give that to Chrono. Because, well, Meryl is immune to status now, why not have Chrono be protected from status? And if eventually, if you have way too much money that you want to use, man, come back here and buy some helmets for your people. Some of the most awesome helmets in the game, and they are status protected. So, with Luca in the party, We pull a 400-year-old robo down. Systems reactivated. Where am I? Ah, Chrono, how nice to see you. For you it would be a quick hop, but for me, 400 long years have passed. The effort was worth it. The forest has grown back. Now let's celebrate our 400th year reunion. So we have the entire party camping out one evening. After 400 years of experience, I have come to think that Lavos may not be responsible for the gates. What do you mean? I have come to think that someone or something wanted us to see all this. The different events over time that we have witnessed. It is almost as if some entity wanted to relive the past. Ayla, no, when people die, elders say, see how life passed by. It is true that mortals do relive their most profound memories before death claimeth them. Yet those memories most often are sad ones. Thinking things like, if only I could have this, or I shouldn't have done that, triggers unpleasant old memories. Will that happen when our time comes? Probably. Who knows? Is there a point in time you'd want to relive, Luca? No, not really. I'm sorry. Was that something I shouldn't have asked? It's okay. It's just something I don't think about too much. Lavos playeth an integral role in the fortunes of this entity. So who is this entity? It is unknown whose memories these are. It may be something beyond our comprehension. Our journey may have come to an end when we finally discover the identity of the entity. Shall we turn in for the night? Later that evening, now we're up as Luca. Can walk through the sprites of Robo for some reason. We go to the right, we find a gate. A weird gate. And Luca, of course, enters it because, well, why not? Adventure. We reappear in the house. Did I make it back to that moment? 624, 9900 AD. Or 990 AD. Dad promised to go hiking with me, but blew me off again due to his work. I hate science. I loathe it. The password is the name of my lovely wife. Use it in the emergency. Taban. Well, the name of his wife is Laura. That may be important. We should remember this. What is this thing? Taban says to keep it away, but it's just so dusty. I'll just... Dear me, my skirt! It's stuck! I'm stuck! Luca! Luca, help! I can't pull it out! Luca, enter the password! Stop the machine! But I don't know it, Mommy! Let's see if we can stop this in time. Enter password. Thank goodness, Mommy! Luca! Luca! So what we just witnessed was Luca going back to her past and stopping her mom from an unfortunate accident, which caused her to lose her ability to walk. I feel like I've learned something. I'll study machines now. There'll be no more accidents around here. If you didn't realize what I did, when it says enter the password, you have to run downstairs before her mom gets the machine. If that happens, what happened to your mother will happen all over again. But you have the chance here to stop that. If you run downstairs and go out to the machine, you'll press A. It'll say enter the password. After you press A again, you want to enter L, A, R, and A on the controller in that order. Laura, Luca's mom. If you do that, the machine will stop, and you'll be able to rewrite history. Luca, you've got a kind heart. You're always thinking of others. This is for you. It is a piece of amber I created using the sap from a tree in my forest. It took 400 years and a lot of pressure to make. I hope you'll find it useful. We get the green dream. Robo, you're so sweet. And so that ends our first side quest. With that, back in the present, let's go back and see Luca's family. I can land. There we go. We go over to Taban. Ah, you're just in time. You got one Taban suit. It's my finest work, the ultimate defense for my daughter. You're just in time. You got one Taban helm. It's the finest work, the ultimate defense for my daughter. Hey, Luca. I'd like you to see more of her. I've been making item sheet. So, you can now throw on the Taban helm, which is magic defense plus 10, and the Taban suit, which is speed plus 3, fire guard up. Helm isn't nice for the load helm, but we'll keep it just because the stat increase is very nice. And if we go up here, Luca's mother can now walk again. What a beautiful day. I'll finish the housework and take a walk. Luca was able to rewrite history and save her mother. And so we finished the first side quest in Chrono Trigger. Let's head back to the end of time. So I think that's a good place to end it for a day. We went back, replanted the forest in the present, stopped sand monsters from destroying the rest of the forest in the past, and finally, what I consider the most important, had Luca made it so her mother could now walk again. So, next time, in Chrono Trigger, we'll be taking Meryl, and Ayla. Actually, I'll take Meryl for now. We might switch her out, but I'm not sure. Heal up here. Anyway, for the reals this time, next time in Chrono Trigger, we'll be continuing on with our side quests. And hopefully, doing more good in the past. See you guys then. Thanks again for watching, guys, and if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to click the subscribe button.